Be honest, I'm a little envious of you sometimes. You get to hang out there in the weather, but of course, we get all the cool gadgets here in the studio, and we're tracking this right now on radar. And at this time, this is passing the center of circulation just south of Orlando, but some of the worst of the weather is back there towards Daytona. And I'm pointing Daytona area out because this right here, this rain band that is now just starting to move into Flagler County, the Storm Prediction Center just put out a chance of a tornado watch being issued out here. We are seeing some weak low-level rotation in some of those spots. So we're definitely going to keep a very close eye on this one as we look ahead over the next few hours as it all drifts off there towards the north, moving into our area. Don't be surprised by that. If you've been paying attention to any of our forecasts the last few days, we expected this to happen. This is the type of dynamic setup. We got that cooler air towards the north. They got kind of that rain band whipping around that could create some of those meso low-lying vortices. We're not talking about F5 supercell type of tornadoes. They're very weak, but they're fast-moving and often rain-wrapped, and even our radar here kind of picking up on a few of those. Got a pretty decent shower that just kicked through downtown Jacksonville, but this is moving right along, and whenever you get these storms, they won't last too long. They'll move through, the wind picks up, and then it tapers off behind that. Now we just got some light rain on the southeastern portions of Jacksonville, extending back towards Ponte Vedra, down A1A. It is still windy. Look at Mayport, 52-mile-per-hour winds being reported out there. That is at the ASOS station on the Navy base. 43 actually at our other Navy base just off St. Johns River. Winds kicking up the St. Johns River there for you. The Palm Coast is at 47, but whoa, that just came in. 70-mile-per-hour winds, just 4 miles per hour shy of hurricane strength wind gust out there in Daytona. So guys, that band is not just going to sit there in Daytona. It's going to move towards the north, and it will be moving towards us here over the next few hours. And unfortunately, as it nears the first coast, I don't say this alarmingly, just want to give you guys the facts. We're going to be looking at that tide rising. Yesterday, we already seen flooding in parts of St. Augustine. We saw it across A1A. Ponte Vedra seeing a little bit of flooding. Mickler's Landing. Today, we're going to see that again. When those winds wrap around, Jack's Beach is at 8:52 a.m. Main Street, 10:50 a.m. We have the Orlick right there. So that's right by the Main Street Bridge. About 10:50, that's when that water level is going to be high. Obviously, the Riverside, we're going to be seeing a little bit. You have the boardwalk out there. You're going to be looking at that being submerged in spots. St. Augustine's at 9:29 though this morning. We have that highlighted because that is going to be definitely a threat of some flooding out there. And here's actually Main Street Bridge, so just a few feet away from where we have the Orlick right there. This was our last high tide. Went up, went up, went up. Now we're down a bit. But you're going to be seeing that boat sitting a couple feet higher, and that next high tide coming up here in about 5 hours. Likely going to be up to that moderate to high flood stage all morning, guys. Windy and rainy. I don't think that's hard to discuss there on that forecast. Duval County, 4 to 6 inches of rain. That flooding is going to be a big issue. We're still seeing those winds 40 to 50 miles per hour out there.